You know, what comes out of the filing of the special counsel is this sense of urgency that we need to try Trump before the election. The court might not have the same sense of urgency. You know, even if Trump was convicted, it wouldn't affect his eligibility to stand for election or to serve as president. The court normally prefers to have Court of Appeals weigh in on these questions, particularly novel questions like this one. So the court could ultimately say, we want to hear from the D.C. Circuit. We don't want to leapfrog over the process. We'll stick with regular order. And that may mean that you'll have to move that trial back some. I mean, the district court has already stayed further proceedings on the district court. Smith may lose that March trial date. But he clearly is doggedly fighting to try to get this thing done before the election.
But why would he put his thumb on the scale on that? To me, it makes him look like he has a stake in trying to get this done before the election, rather than just being the special prosecutor. He's the one that's handling all of these things. Jason Willick of the Washington Post wrote a really good piece yesterday in which he explains this is an unusual situation for someone in the court system to be so concerned about getting something done before an election.
Yeah, it is. In fact, the DOJ policy has been to avoid trials and filings before elections. This sort of flips the script. And so, you know, there's a number of reasons why you might want to do this. One is that you really do believe the voters should know if they have someone who is going to be convicted of a felony. The other possibility is that he's aware that if Trump wins, he could self-pardon. He doesn't have to wait for a trial. And so Smith might never see a jury in the case. Also, the new attorney general could effectively scuttle the case.
What is happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. As you guys can clearly see from that first clip, we've got Jack Smith's case. Well, his Trump case is on full-on life support. With the Supreme Court now ruling that they may or may not take up, this appeal. They may want to send it back down to the D.C. Circuit for, their ruling, just because of the uniqueness of the question. They don't want to jump the gun. And this isn't the only blow that Jack Smith's case is taking. I feel like it's taking hits from all over the place. Now we got an update coming from Doug. This headline reads, there's a huge blowout in Jack Smith's Trump case. Got Tanya Chutkan's delaying as Jack Smith's case is falling apart due to bias. And I feel like that bias is starting to show through him rushing and trying to get this, up to the Supreme Court. I'm excited to check this one out and see what's going on there. So we're going to jump straight into it, guys, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around so you guys get my thoughts on the back end of the video. Let's get straight into it, guys. Before we can do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Okay, I believe this is going to kind of wrap up the Jack Smith stuff until next year. He has a huge, incredible blowout announcement. I think it reveals how political he is. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TeNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. Huge blowout. Chutkan delays as Jack Smith case falls apart due to bias. Let's check out the headlines here. I'm looking at AP News. Judge pauses Trump's 2020 election interference case. That's Judge Chutkan. Here's Julie Kelly on Twitter. Legal experts just this week insisted only the March 4 trial date, not all the pre-trial deadlines, including motions and other outstanding matters, was suspended pending appeal. Chutkan just admitted the pre-trial calendar is suspended. This March trial date is all but gone. And remember, this whole case is all about timing. I've said this from the beginning. You watch how many times dates are mentioned in this. There's no constitutional reason why Jack Smith would need to speed this thing up. He pushed this up to the Supreme Court. There's no constitutional reason why they would take it. Trump has been charged with nothing. He's guilty of nothing, so they don't have to take a case. But watch, here's part of the legal document from Chutkan. If he takes the court reviewing his immunity appeal to also take temporary jurisdiction over the enforcement of those measures, and that court agrees to do so, this court, of course, will be bound by that decision. So Chutkan is saying that his decision is going to, that the Supreme Court's decision is going to end up backflowing down to Chutkan. So she's going, fine, I'm willing to push this back. What she's really doing is she's putting pressure on the Supreme Court to go after Jack Smith's original indictment or accusation that Trump does not have immunity. That's what they're trying to get pressuring the Supreme Court, manipulating them from a lower court in DC. That's what they're trying to do. Supreme Court never should have fallen for it. Here's Julie Kelly. These are the pre-trial deadlines now suspended per Judge Chutkan's order. Good. Not only is the March 4th trial date in Washington now dead, the May 20 classified documents trial in Florida is probably gone, since Judge Cannon ordered a March 1st hearing with Jack Smith for update on DC trial. So now the Florida case could also go. Jack Smith's trying to push the Florida case forward. He's going, please, we'll do that one first, maybe. Again, all of this is about timing of court dates. They do not care if Trump's innocent or guilty. They have to get him in court fast, and they're running out of time. And now they just lost the March 4th deadline. This is incredible news for Trump. Okay, now watch, look at all the dates in this paragraph of the legal document. Motions in limines suppression motions, all motions in limine, I don't even know what that means, and motions to suppress statements or tangle things shall be filed on or before December 27th, 2023. Opposition shall be filed no later than January 29th, 2024. Replies shall be due January 22nd, 2024. The court will schedule a hearing on the motions as necessary. They're trying to reverse engineer all these dates. They have no right to it. Only shows their political desire to affect the election. That's the only reason to speed this up. Julie Kelly, so Smith should proceed with classified documents trial in Florida instead, you say? That's what he's saying. Except for Judge Cannon down in Florida, who has been on the Department of Justice's games from the start. She suspended all pretrial deadlines last month. So she's on to them, throwing in the works. That shows that Trump may have the Florida Mar-a-Lago documents case may go in his favor for sure. And then here's some headlines of what they're afraid of. Trump can win the 2024 election. Here are 4 reasons why. And Trump is outperforming, but there's a way back for Biden. Wishful thinking. This is all about Trump's election. We're going to beat the heck out of this thing all the way to 2024. But this kind of puts it in limbo until next year. I think it's bad news for Jack Smith, bad news for Chutkan, only because it exposes their politics. Trump is vindicated because he's always said this is about politics.
Yo, there we have it. Coming from Doug in Exile. Definitely going to be sure to leave the original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check Doug out, and also for you guys to go over there and show my guy Doug some love. Yo, there we have it. Jack Smith, like I said, his case is on a life support. Taking blows from all over the place, missing all these pre-trial deadlines. It sounds like these cases are getting pushed back. These trials are getting pushed back further than they would have liked for sure. This is all efforts to tie up Trump's resources, and it's failing miserably. I actually think the Supreme Court stepping in, and picking up some of these cases may not be a bad idea. I think the Supreme Court may be able to rule on more of an even keel without this political bias that, Jack Smith is clearly showing. Jack Smith's blatant weaponization of the Department of Justice system is definitely one that's going to go down in the books. I can't wait to see, what Trump does when he gets in office as far as, Jack Smith. He's definitely going to appoint, either he's going to pardon himself or appoint a new attorney general that'll go ahead and wipe this clear. And get this out of, this is just a whole headache to tie up Trump's campaigning efforts. This is blatant election interference and nothing more, nothing less. We can definitely see straight through these charades because they're all playing the same game. This is one big timing game. Definitely hop in the comment section, guys, and let me know your thoughts. It sounds like Jack Smith's case are failing miserably. Do you think he's going to, run out of time and Trump's going to get into office? Or do you guys think that Jack Smith might actually get that guilty verdict he's been wanting so bad? Yo, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one. We go.